We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Bill. First up, a few months ago, we recommended some CAF Q series speakers to Bill. His front left and rights are now CAF Q700 towers, and he loves them. His current setup is a 7.2 system with a Denon AVR-X3000 Receiver. He wants to upgrade to 7.2.4, and he was planning on getting either an AVR-X4300H or the new X4400H. Those can both process 11 speaker channels, but they only have 9 amps built in, so he clearly needs some external amplification.
All true.
So can he use his existing X3000 receiver to power the front, left, right towers, while the X4300 or X4400H powers the other 9 channels? Does it have... It should. I see no reason why he can't do this. Why
absolutely can.
Why I can't imagine a way that this doesn't work. You plug it into just about any analog input.
Any stereo input, like the CD input, for example.
Select that on your... Select that as your source, put it into pure direct mode, turn your volume dial to 0, never touch it again.
Correct.
You're done.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, you can totally use your X3000
awfully large box
as a basically a dumb amplifier. But yeah, you're only talking about powering 2 channels, so you take the pre-outs for your front, left, right. Now, in your X30 or X4300 or X4400, whichever one you decide to get, you do have to tell it, you say, okay, I've got 9 amps. That means 2 of the 11 speakers must be powered externally. But there is the option. Which 2 must be powered externally? Front, left, right is one of those options.
There you
go.
So
that's what you're going to choose. You're going to say, my front, left, right must be powered externally. You're going to use the front, left, right pre-outs from the X4300 or X4400. Put them into the stereo analog input, any stereo analog input of your X3000. Select that as your source. That's it. Now your X3000 is just an amp.
He says if the X3000 is powering the front, left, and right towers, can he configure it to bi-amp them? That is absolutely 100% true. And it's just a selection, right? And then you run 2 speaker cables.
Yeah, so your X3000 does have the ability to have a bi-amp mode. So in your X3000's setup menus, you'll need to say, I have a bi-amp setup. And what it'll do now is your front, left, right binding posts. I check your manual because I'm not sure if those ones are supposed to go to the tweeter input or it doesn't actually matter because it's actually sending full range out of both of them. But your front, left, right binding posts will connect to one set of binding posts. Make sure you remove the metal jumper from your KEF towers.
Yes.
Because they come with a metal jumper pre-installed. Remove that metal jumper. But you plug the front, left, right binding posts into one set of binding posts on your towers, and then it'll be the ones that are labeled surround back / assignable. Those ones will get wired to the other pair of binding posts on your towers, and now you have bi-amped your front, left, right towers with your X3000.
Yay. So he says, what's the best way to take advantage of his older X3000 if he doesn't end up using it for bi-amping his front towers?
Well, I think you're gonna.
I think you are too, but zone another room at your house with other speakers, I guess. Garage system, outside thing, maybe. I don't know.
Sure.
Paperweight.
Or I mean, if you just decide that for some reason you don't want to power your front, left, rights with them, you can still use it to power one of the other pairs of speakers. Like the X4300 and X4400 are very flexible. You can say, what are the 2 speakers that must be powered externally? Pick some pair, and you could use the X3000 to power those. So you're like, I'd rather have it power my front height speakers if you have them. Okay, make it that instead. That's another use.
Yeah, I mean,
it's still just using it as an amp, though. No different.
Yeah. Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.